Hello, my name is Gabe Zollner. I read an interesting article, and there's some audio sound to it as well, on Western News Daily, and it's in regard to Benghazi. There's a gentleman, he's a retired United States Air Force colonel. His name is Dick Brower, and he was speaking, and he was asking for an internal investigation. And what he wants is, he wants the Honorable Attorney General Eric H. Holder, Jr., to provide a special counsel, and he wants that special counsel to be a Republican. Isn't it sad that our country is in such a state that we can't trust what a Democrat tells us? But anyway, that's a whole different story. In either case, he has a series of questions. He first wants to know why the forces that were there were reduced 2 or 3 weeks prior to this event unfolding. He also wants to know who gave the orders to stand down. He also wants to know why there was no air support provided when there was air support available in Italy. They could have launched F-16s, which could have been on station in 15 minutes if they would have gone supersonic. The noise from their afterburners alone would have disturbed or gotten rid of any kind of activity on the ground. And he also doesn't understand why the forces that were readily available, they had the Navy there, they had special units available that could have responded. They were ready to go. They were all saddled up and ready to go, yet they were all ordered to stand down. Now, it isn't too difficult to figure out what the pieces of this puzzle are. The way the colonel said the puzzle appears to them initially is as though somebody put all the pieces of the puzzle in a box and drop the box on the table upside down. And the problem is there's no picture to put the pieces together with. Well, you know what? I care to differ. I think there is a picture. As a retired colonel from the Air Force, Colonel Dick Brower must know that the only person that can give an order to have military intervention into a sovereign nation other than our own is the President of the United States. That's when Barack Hussein Obama. Now, the reality is that I believe what transpired is that there was a deal made with the Muslim Brotherhood, and the deal was that they can go kidnap the ambassador, Chris Stevens, and then Obama could become a hero by putting together a trade where he would trade the blind sheik for the return of Ambassador Christopher Stevens. And unfortunately, what happened was Glenn Doherty and Tyrone Woods, who were ordered to stand down 3 separate times. They were 1 mile away when they heard all the commotion and the gunfire, and they were ordered to stand down. And what Obama and his administration don't understand, including the Secretary of Defense, is that our military are trained to run to the sound of gun battle. And that's exactly what they did. And no one expected them to do that, least of all the radical Muslims. They expected to have it be very simple to go in there and grab the ambassador and they'd be gone. And now they've got this huge gun battle going on for 7 hours. And Obama was in a difficult spot at this point. He was the only one that could have launched military intervention into a sovereign nation. And I'm sure Colonel Dick Brower knows this. And as such, he didn't launch any military intervention because if he would have, it would have caused him, I think, incredible difficulty with the Muslim Brotherhood. Because again, this was all put together as something that should have gone a whole lot smoother. And it would have gone smoother if it wasn't for Tyrone Woods and Glenn Doherty. So, are they heroes? Absolutely. Will they be recognized as heroes? Hopefully. Will the administration and Obama pay the price for their actions? Probably not. And I'm actually surprised that he hasn't come out yet and exerted an executive privilege and shut this whole thing up. I think that'll happen relatively soon. And history will eventually tell the truth. Will I be around by then? Probably not. But history will tell the truth. And history will show that the pieces of the puzzle are pretty much exactly as I've just outlined. It's sad. And what's really sad is that there seems to be nothing that we can do about it. Our Congress does nothing, and they're the only ones that really can. And the Supreme Court, well, forget the Supreme Court. We already saw what they did with Obamacare. Thank you.